I just received my Ark Pro Ultra from Olight, and I have had it out of the box already. I just put it back in so you can see how it's packaged. It had some stickers on it and things like that. I have an Arkfeld Ultra as well, and I figured it'd be great to compare the two. So let's finish taking a look at this. You get this little thing talking about the Ultra and all that stuff. You get the magnetic charging cable. This is an MCC1, so it'll be the slow charge 1 amp. Let's take a look here. So with the white light mode in turbo, you can get up to 1700 with the Ultra. In high, the Ark Pro and the Ark Pro Ultra make 520, and that's in flood. And then in spot, you have 400. Medium is 100 lumens, low is 15 lumens, and then moonlight says 1 lumen. Then there is a strobe, a 13 hertz strobe. Okay, they got UV light, and then you have red light on the Ark Pro Lite, but not on the Ark Pro or the Ultra. I kind of wish it had red light too, honestly. And then you have your laser mode. Let's see, there's a little bit of, it's the Ark Pro Ultra. The Ark Pro and the Ultra both have a 2000 milliamp hour battery with 7.4 watt hours. And the nice thing about the Ark Pro now is you can charge it with the magnetic, just like the regular Arkfeld, but you have a door right here. You pop that open and have a USB-C charge, and that's how I charged it. I love these doors. Keeps everything sealed when it's closed. It doesn't come off. It snaps closed. It's great. So with the Ark Pro, you have a variety of things to choose from. So you can have spotlight. You can switch over to a flood. So from spot to flood. And we'll take this outside here shortly. And then you have a UV. Then on the side here, you have a little button, and that's how you activate your laser. So everybody knows how the Arkfeld works, where you have your white light, then you have your laser in the middle, and then you have your UV. And you have, on the Arkfeld, you have a battery indication right there when you turn it on and off. For the Ark Pro, the indication is right around this. Let me shut off some lights here. You can see it easier. So you can see the green around here, and then the level. You can see the white level indicator go up. 4 is on turbo. So that's a nice indication. Gives you level and how much power you got left. Let's compare these a little bit here. in weight and in measurements. So the Ark Pro Ultra is 4.31 ounces. The Arkfeld Ultra is 4.28. So real close, just a few hundredths of an ounce. Very close. We can see that the Arkfeld is 4 3/4 inches long, where the Ark Pro is 4 7/8. So the Ark Pro is just a little bit longer, but that's probably due to the fact that the bezel is a lot deeper to get that, so that you can have that throw. You can tell the bezels are just a little bit different. Thickness. Yeah, it's right around 1/2 inch thick for both of them. Not much difference there. They both feel the same. They have the same clips. These are the improved clips, the thicker ones. Oh, I am noticing the screws on the Arkfeld, they do sit proud, where the screws on the Ark Pro are flush. That's nice. I like flush screws a lot better. So yeah, with the Ark Pro, we have 4 different choices. And with the Arkfeld, we have 3. So let's take them outside and see how they do in the dark. And then we'll come back and talk about what we find. Okay, so we're out in the road on a very snowy day here in Michigan. Let's turn on the Arkfeld on the right, and we're going to go with the flood beam on the Ark Pro on the left. Arkfeld, Ark Pro. So let's kick them both up to turbo. There's the Arkfeld. There's the Ark Pro. Against the trees, there's the Arkfeld. And there's the Ark Pro on flood. Switching over to the throw version of the Ark Pro. There's the Arkfeld. And there's the Ark Pro. It definitely throws a lot further. Like, I can see that sign, but I can't see anything beyond it. But with the Ark Pro, I can definitely see past it. All right, so there is the Arkfeld UV, and there is the Ark Pro UV. The Ark Pro does not seem to be anywhere near as bright. The Arkfeld's UV is way better. Way brighter. Yeah, I'm not impressed with the UV on this Ark Pro. So let's go to the lasers. So here you have Arkfeld, and here you have Ark Pro. They look identical. I like how the snow is hitting the beams, making them, the beams kind of sparkle. That's pretty cool. I don't see any difference in the lasers at all. Let's go back to white light. So yeah, the flood on the Ark Pro works really well. You can go down to a low. There's a low for the Arkfeld, and there's low flood for the Ark Pro. And there's spot. That's low spot for the Ark Pro against the Arkfeld. Let's see, they should both have, they both have moonlights. So here is the push and hold, you get the moonlight on the Arkfeld. Push and hold and you get moonlight on the Ark Pro, but the Arkfeld's is not as bright. It's definitely more of a moonlight. I like the Arkfeld's moonlight quite a bit. There's the spot moonlight. You can kind of see a little artifact just because of the shape of the light, but it doesn't matter. I definitely like the Arkfeld's moonlight better. And again, the UV is way, way different. I can hardly see the UV on the Ark Pro. That's not that impressive, I'll tell you. All right, let's go in and they're both on turbo. You really see the snow coming down. It's a beautiful morning, real quiet. They both generate really good light for their size and ease of carry. Let's walk into the woods just a little bit. This is on flood, high flood for the Ark Pro. So you can see if you had to make your way to camp or something, obviously it's going to work really well. No issues. There's the Arkfeld. Make sure it's on high. It's not turbo, it's high. There's the high flood. Actually, I like the Ark Pro better. The high flood, to like walk through the woods, I definitely like the Ark Pro better. And then to be able to have the option to kick it to the throwing version, that's very, very cool. You can see, if you look down that trail with the Arkfeld, then with the Ark Flow or Ark Pro, you can definitely see a big difference in the throw. All right, let's head inside. All right, so I went and kind of jumped the gun a bit out there with the UV. So once I came in and I took a look again, but at the UV mode has a high and a low. So I think we were only in the low mode while we were out there. So let's turn out the lights. I want to get this put to bed right before we talk about anything and make sure that I can show that the Ark Pro is just as good. Turn out all the lights here. That should work. So oops. Okay, let me lock the exposure. I got some feedback to lock the exposure. So, and that was good feedback. All right. So yeah, I had it on low outside, and you hold the button and it goes to high. So let's compare that to the Arkfeld. So it's every bit as bright, if not a little bit brighter, as the Arkfeld. The Arkfeld is a little floodier. You can see the Ark Pro has a more defined beam. I feel silly for outside, but see, this is how I had it outside with the Ark Pro on low. I should have been a little more diligent in reading that. But that's cleared up. All right. Let's turn on the lights again. So as far as the beam shots go, I think I can definitely say that the Ark Pro is quite a bit brighter. Having the ability to flood, probably I will keep it in flood most of the time, but then you can switch over to spot and really see some distance. I think that's great. Then have the UV and the laser is nice too. Plus, with the Ark Pro, you could turn on the white light and then reach over and turn on the laser as well. Does that show up? Might turn off the lights again a little bit here. See the laser, there's no laser there, and there's the laser. There, it's easier to see in flood. So if you had something up in a ceiling you were trying to point out to somebody, you could throw light at it and spot it, you know, pinpoint it with the laser all at the same time. I dig that. That's really cool. That's a lot of functionality for this little light in your pocket. The only thing I would like to see is the Arc Light. The Ark Pro Light has a red emitter as well. It's instead of, it's not in addition to these. So the Ark Pro Light doesn't have the laser, but it does have a red light mode. I'd kind of like to see red light mode added to the Ark Pro Ultra. Maybe you put a second button underneath the laser and be able to choose. That'd be pretty cool. So now, another thing that I just saw on there, here we go again. So with the laser, you can change intensities. You hold it down, see that? Now it's a brighter laser. Hold it down, now it's dimmer. So if you're wanting to preserve the battery, you can turn the laser down, which is a very cool thing. Or maybe you're just trying to get your cat to chase a laser and you don't want to burn its eyeballs out. You can go from class 3R, which is less than 5 milliwatts, and it run for 50 hours, down to class 1, which is less than 0.39 milliwatts, and that'll go for 226 hours. That's really a lot of functionality built into this Ark Pro. Just give me a little button somewhere for a red emitter too. But there you have the Arkfeld Ultra versus the Ark Pro Ultra. There are definitely some differences. I think they're both great carry lights. They're both fantastic EDC lights. If you already have one, you don't necessarily need the other. Although I do like some added functionality that the Ark Pro brings over the Arkfeld. The only thing left to do is to slide this Ark Pro in my pocket and start carrying it around a little bit and see how much I like it. All right, I appreciate you watching, and I hope I kind of shed a little bit of light on the difference between an Arkfeld and an Ark Pro. Both very cool, and both bringing a lot of functionality to this wedge type flashlight platform. Thanks a lot. We'll see you with the next one.